Can they take advantage facing the Dodgers? Jonathan Broxton on the bump. LA up 4-3 in the ninth. Juan Uribe, goodbye lead and possibly goodbye game for the Dodgers. It's 5-4. San Fran, Uribe's 18th of the season. Brian Wilson trying to close it down, getting Reed Johnson to ground out. The Giants win this one 5-4. It's now a 2-game lead for the 1 game back on the heels of the Braves taking on the Brewers. Roy Halladay has lost his last 2 starts. Can't keep this one in the yard. Corey Hart, no need for sunglasses. 24th of the season. Hart had 1 home run in August, 2 on Saturday night. Here's number 25 leaving the yard, and the Brewers up 4-3 in the 7th. Bottom of the frame, though. Bases loaded, 1 out. Placido Polanco flying out to Ryan Braun in left. Carlos Ruiz, Chooch coming in, and catcher Jonathan LaCroix on a collision course, but LaCroix getting out of the way. Wilson Valdez never stops. He comes in. Halladay joins Dan Herron as the only pitchers this season to give up 4 home runs and get a win. 5-4 Phils.
All right, so the Braves need a win against Florida to hold on sole possession of first in the East. Jaya Jurgens, 0-4, 6.62 ERA, 9 road starts this season, facing Hanley Ramirez, who one arm. Home plate umpire Doug Edens hears it from the dugout, and it's from Chipper Jones. Isn't he on the DL? Gets tossed out of the game. I guess they weren't going to play him, so they didn't need him.
Making Bobby Cox proud.
Very proud. Dan Uggla not happy. He did play, but he's not playing on that pitch. Jurgens, 7 innings, 3 hits, no earned, 7 Ks. Top 6. Pitching coach came out to talk to Josh Johnson, didn't help. Alex Gonzalez comes through. Brian McCann comes on the score. Gonzalez drives in both runs. Braves get the win 2-0. They lead still by 1 in the East. Division leaders continuing their series in Minnesota. Jim told me about to pass a major mark. Ended the game with 582 career home runs, 1 shy of Mark McGwire for 9th all-time. Did I say 1 shy? No, he's tied now. 19th of the year off Kobe Lewis. Ty McGuire, Twins up 6-0. Bottom of the 4th, Tomey at the plate again. And Big Jim coming through once again. His 20th of the season, 16th time he's hit 20 in a season. A career number 584, passing McGwire for 9th on the all-time home run list. Twins up 9-0. Still, bottom of the 7th inning. As you can see, Jim getting his love. Matt Tolbert into the right center field gap. 2 runs come around to score. His 2nd triple of the game. Tolbert with a career-high 5 RBI. Carl Bavano picks up his 16th win. The Jays pick it up in the top of the 5th. Jays trailing 5-3. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Lau Overbay just off the DL. Facing Dustin Mosley coming through. Jose Bautista, Vernon Wells score. Overbay 2 for 3. Tied the game at 5. Bottom 7, Marcus Thames really picking up the slack with A-Rod out. 7 of his 11 home runs have come in his last 9 starts. Yankees go up 7-5. Top 9, you know what time it is. It's Mo time. Getting the save, Aaron Hill, what you looking at? Mo's 29 save and 31 chances, season high 8 straight win, 21-3 without A-Rod this season, who's eligible to come off the DL on Sunday.
Pressure on the Rays now to keep pace. They've won 5 of 6 at Camden Yards against the Orioles. James Shields, 4-0 in his career in Baltimore. Nick Markakis doesn't care about your stinking stats. 9th home run of the year, and the Orioles up 2-1 in the bottom of the 1st. To the 3rd, bases loaded. Matt Wieters lines a double into the right field corner. Couple come in. Shields pulled after 4 1/3. It's 5-1. Jeremy Hellickson now making his first relief appearance since being called back up for the minors. Felix P.A. It stays in the yard and eventually falls out. That's what you call a ground rule double. Buck Showalter winning his 900th career game as a manager. O's 8-4.
Cards took the opener in their series with the Reds, still trail by 7 in the Central going into Saturday's affair. Adam Wainwright has been struggling lately, 0-3 in his last 3 starts, and it doesn't help when the pitcher takes you deep. Travis Wood, his first career home run. Reds take a 5-1 lead. Aroldis Chapman is making pitching fun. Look at this matchup facing Albert Pujols. His first pitch, the velocity down a bit, just 101. His 2nd pitch, still triple digits. 3rd pitch, we got a ball inside, but that's 100 miles an hour. Can you see that? 4th pitch. Pujols does hit it, but he grounds into the 5 for a 3 double play. Pujols 1 for 4 now in a 1 for 22 slump. How about Joey Votto, still in the hunt for that triple crown? Comes through with his league-leading 98th RBI of the season. Reds win it 6-1. First in that category in the RBI. Reds now back up to 8 games in the Central. The top 10 plays of the day, starting with number 10. Back to 10 is James Blake, Novak Djokovic. Blake in the near court, looking to stretch on the forehand. Stays alive with the backhand and great hustle to dig for the forehand winner, but Djokovic Yeah, he wins 6-1, 7-6, 6-3.
Indy Lights race at Kentucky. Peepa Mann led all 67 laps to pick up her first career win. Mann becoming just the second woman to win at Indy Lights.
Mets and Cubs, Aramis Ramirez the shot, but check out Ruben Tejada. Great backhand, look at the throw, even better. Gets his man at first. Cubs get the win, 5-3, however.
The big Saturday night for TCU. Andy Dalton flushed out, just chucking it. And how about Jeremy Curley making the grab? TCU wins 30-21. Nice connection from those guys.
Number 6, no Mark Ingram from Alabama. Don't need him when you got Julio Jones making catches like that. Look at that. Beautiful.
That's 6, huh? Number 5, Mizzou's Carl Geddes against Illinois. One-handed pick. Who says D-backs can't make grabs? Mizzou wins this one 23-13.
Air Force, Northwestern State. Quarterback Ball Harris keeps it, does a complete aerial somersault over the defender and into the end zone. Look at that. Air Force, though. Flying high with a wobbly young, 65-21.
Deutsche Bank Championship, Andres Romero, tee shot on the par 3-9. How about a 6-iron, 207 yards out? And just find your home, please. One bounce. The ace, Romero, shot a 66 on the day. He's at 8 under overall, 4 shots off the lead.
And you remember this in Oxford, double overtime, Cody Blanchard to the end zone, caught by Kevin Cooper for the touchdown. They go for 2, and this is what happens for the win.
Blanchard, one back set, rolls right, pressure coming, throws, Middleton got it! He scores! Jayhawks win! Jacksonville State has come in and done it! Oh my goodness!
Emotional return from Mark Herzlich. BC taking on Weber State. He missed all of last season with bone cancer. He had 5 tackles on the day. And the Eagles get the win 38-20. Blues facing the Rockies, Clayton Richard. 5-1 in his last 7 starts. In the 4th, leading off, Troy Tulowitzki deep to center. His 14th of the year for Tulo, 1-0 Rockies. Later in the inning, 2 on. Padres going for the free pass. Oh, no, Richard gets away from him. Your Vitoriaba there, and then in the dirt. Clint Barmas finally does reach base. Bud Black concerned. And then the next batter, first pitch, Jorge De La Rosa. He'll help out the cause for the Padres. 6-4-3 double play, so Richard getting out of the inning with minimal damage. To the 5th, 1 on, 1 out. Carlos Gonzalez smoking hot. How about 3 more hits, now batting .337. Chris Denorfia, it gets by him, and Ryan Spilborghs, he'll come in and run to 3rd. Aaron Denorfia, next batter, Tulo to 3rd. Chase Headley bobbles it. He'll get the out at first, but Spilborghs comes in, 2-0 Rockies. Padres, though, showing life. Bottom of the 6th, 1 on, 1 out, and this gets out. Miguel Tejada crushing it to left, second deck of the warehouse. We're tied at 2, his 5th with the Padres. In the 7th now, Melvin Mora going to the right side. And Gonzalez comes in, Ryan Ludwig's throw coming home. Tulo is safe. Rockies win 4-2 and sweep the Padres. Manager Bud Black has seen better days. About the wild card, the Giants back in the NL West race now. Chance to be one back of the Fathers, taking on the Dodgers on Sunday Night Baseball. Jonathan Sanchez, 0-5 in his career against the Dodgers, but looking very strong in the 1st. To the 2nd, Giants up 1-0. Rod Barajas, the grounder to Sanchez. That'll start the double play. Sanchez escaping out of a jam. To the 4th, Matt Kemp at the dish. Matt Kemp swinging. K number 5 there. Here's K number 6, because that's James Loney. Andre Ethier, no shot. Sanchez, 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, and 9 Ks. Still 1-0 in the 7th. Juan Uribe, no doubt where this is going. He was intentionally walked twice already in this game. Of course, he had the game winner the night before, 2-run blast, and the Giants win 3.
For the full 30 days, Braves, Marlins, Mike Minor, 3-0, 4 career starts, but in the bottom of the 3rd with the Fish already up 4-0. Hanley Ramirez hits a 2-run shot. That's not such a great deal if you're Minor. 20th of the season for Hanley. Marlins lead it 6-0. It's 6-2. Braves drawing closer. Troy Gloss singles to the left side. Jason Hayward scores. It's 6-3. Now Gloss lifted for a pinch runner, Diori Hernandez. That'll make an impact here a bit later in the inning. Braves down 6-4 now. Bases loaded. Nate McLeod deep to center. Cameron Maben going back. I smell the money ball. No. Maben at the wall. Pulls that baby back. The throw offline, so 2 runs score, including Hernandez from second. It's a 2-run sac fly. We're tied at 6. But remember, if that goes over the wall, that's 4 runs. So my thought is, you know what? Maben saved you 2. I'm going to give him a pass. That's +2 to the good. But we're still tied after 9. Let's go to the 10th. 6-all. Emilio Bonifacio digging in. Line drive. Foul back. Straight back. And that's Logan Morrison in the on-deck circle, and he is down in an instant. His teammate, Morrison, as you see, stay down. He's going to try to get up. People tending to him. Take a knee and hold it right there. Morrison, just no time to react. Luckily, he had his helmet on. Got him right in the noggin and the helmet. You saw it fly off there. Going to come up with lots of swelling under his left eye, but X-rays negative. Does plan to travel with the team to Philadelphia. The next pitch for Bonifacio, he lines one the correct way. Left center, under Melky Cabrera's glove. Whoop, get it down. Bonifacio going to keep turning left. It's like a NASCAR race till he gets to home, and this time they're going to hold him up at third. Next batter, Scott Cousins, hitting for Morrison. Now Cousins, his career major league hit total, 0. Let's make it 1, and a good one. Cousins, deep left wall. Bonifacio trotting home, hand held high. He's happy. Marlins win it in dramatic fashion. First big league knock for Cousins. Get him a ball. You know what? Get him an interview. What's up, cousin? Cardinals needed to take all 3 from the Reds this weekend. Best they can do is 2. That's Joey Votto. 7 for 17, a home run in his career against Chris Carpenter. In the first, Carpenter, he's better on that pitch. Fastball inside, strike 3. Top 5, Carpenter. It's Votto again. Score remains 2-0 in favor of Cincinnati. Votto goes 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts against Carpenter, 0 for 4 on the day. All right, Cards down 2-1. Runner on second, you got 2 outs. Albert Pujols, who's 1 for his last 19, gets 4 wide from Dusty Baker and Homer Bailey. We're going to pitch to Matt Holliday. 2 strikes on Holliday and just gets a piece of that one to stay alive. And then Bailey, too much of the plate there. Down the heart, and Holliday shows you that Stillwater Pioneer pride into the people. Another look from Bailey. Sometimes you just know when the guy hit it pretty far. Holliday's 25th. Cards win it by a count of 4-2. Carpenter 7 1/3. His 11 strikeouts, a season best. Run headlong into the buck truck in Baltimore. Top 6. Rays down 4-1. Christian Tillman gives up a long one to Evan Longoria. Corey Patterson back there thought he had a chance over his glove. 2-run shot. 20th of the season. Rays down 4-3. And did you know? With the homer, Longoria, 5th player in big league history to have 20 home runs, 30 doubles in his first 3 seasons. The other 4, Ted Williams, DiMaggio, Orlando Cepeda, and Pujols. You probably didn't know that. I don't think your neighbor did. It was for his benefit. Bottom 6, Orioles up 6-5. Nick Markakis off Chad Qualls with 2 on. A little single. Josh Bell comes to the plate. I have him as safe, as is the home plate umpire. O's go up 7-5. It's 8-5 when Rocco Baldelli gets him a little closer off Mike Gonzalez. 2-run homer, first of the season for Rocco. It's 8-7 in the 9th. 2 outs, same numbers. Kojei Uhara gets Longoria, strikes him out. Orioles win at 8-7, take 2 of 3.
Tuesday, so Texas playing without the front runner for the league MVP. He missed a wild one in Minnesota. John Roush in the 9th. 6-2 Twins lead, facing Julio Bourbon with a runner on. Bourbon to left center. Ian Kinsler comes in to score. It's now 6-3. Minnesota later in the inning. Matt Capps now on the bump, facing Christian Guzman. With Bourbon on second, Guzman going to the right side. Bourbon comes in, and things getting dicey at Target Field. 6-4 ball game. 3 batters later, Vladimir Guerrero facing Capps. Bases loaded, 2 outs. What do you do? What do you do? Guerrero up the middle. Orlando Hudson going to third. Michael Young called out. Here's why. Touching third base coach Dave Anderson by third base umpire Alfonso Marquez, who made the call. Now, it is interference when, in the judgment of the umpire, the base coach at third base or first base, by touching or holding the runner, physically assists him in returning to or leaving third base or first base. So here's another look. Young said, bad call by a good umpire. First base umpire Tim Cheetah said, in 30 years of doing this, I've only seen this twice. Does he touch him? Anderson disagreed. Ron Washington said, all you have to do is look at the replay. It never happened. That's how the game ends. 6-5 Twins.
White Sox, Red Sox. Third game in less than 24 hours, and Chicago is going to be bummed to leave town. That's Manny Ramirez pinch hitting in the 8th. 1 on, 1 out. Jonathan Papelbon in early in this game and hits Ramirez, so we have runners on first and second. 2 batters later, 2 outs. Papelbon. Juan Pierre to fly out to left field. So the inning is over. 4-3 home team. Top 9, 1 on, 2 out. It's now a 5-4 game. Juan Castro, center field. Ryan Kalish unable to make the diving catch. Chews on some grass there. Brent Lillibridge scores from second. It's 5 apiece. Next batter, full count. Alexi Ramirez, ball 4. Papelbon pulled by Tito Francona. Runners now on first and second. Dustin Richardson throwing. 3-2. That's ball 4 in the payoff pitch. Martian will load the bases as he trots down to first. Next batter, full count. Robert Manuel is on because we've yanked Richardson. He walks Gordon Beckham. Castro scores. Sox going to go on to win it 7-5. First sweep at Fenway since July 19.